Okay, guys, so I just want you to pay special note to this pivot point right here. It's directly over the steering link. You cannot, this is a lesson learned for me. I just want to share it with those that maybe are not familiar with how steering on a four-wheel steering trailer works. That link cannot be, that pivot point cannot be over the steering link. Okay? Because what you wind up doing is you're trying to steer by pulling on that link and pulling on the wheels, and it doesn't work. Um, it'll kink, it'll bind, and the trailer will go in whatever direction it wants to. It will not follow your truck. So let me show you the proper way to get this steering done. So hey guys, it's XD40 Lou here in the RC shop, and one of the things that I want to talk about today is before I wrap this up, because I've already done the video, but just to kind of help maybe any newbies out there that might not be familiar with how trailers steer. When you have a four-wheel trailer that has steering up front, it's very important that your tow, I don't, what you're going to use to tow it, your shaft, is not pulling your steering. It's pushing it. You're using leverage. And I'm going to show you some videos that will help that. For those of you that maybe build a trailer and you find that the steering and the trailer itself is not following your vehicle, it's because of the setup. The way I had it initially the first time, the pivot point was here. So what it was doing is it would pivot here and it would try to pull the steering. And you can't do it that way. You have to use leverage. You have to put your pivot point in the back and use the bar to push your steering. So that's how it'll work the best, and that's how it'll follow your truck or car every time. So I utilized some old stuff. I had an old drive shaft. You can put a, let's see if I can get it to, there we go. You can get an old drive shaft. This is an old bad drive shaft I had that went bad, so I utilized it, and so I put my ring in here, okay, and then I used it, put a screw through it and put it on the top bracket of my axle. That holds it in place. But it also, what's nice about the drive shaft is you don't have to make anything. It has pivot points already, so it'll already pivot for you. All you got to do is lock it into place and let the shaft, the drive shaft, push your steering. It will steer perfectly and follow your car perfectly. This axle is bad because the gearing is bad, but I don't need it for that. All I need it to do is spin freely. Okay? How nice it spins. So save your old axles, save your old drive shafts. You never know how you can use them again. Okay, so let me put it down, kind of show you real quick, because I was having a lot of issues. I'm like, why is my trailer not following my truck? Well, look at how nice that is now. As you can see, the leveraging pushes that wheel in the direction to go. So that's a good setup for a trailer, guys. For those of you that are out there and maybe want to make a trailer, you know, there you go. So another issue I was having was, that's why it took so long to do this build. It took me an extra couple days because I had to come up with ways to fix a couple things. But here's another fix for you. So I have this tow hook that I bought a while back. Okay. And the way the tow hook you put together is here's the plate, and this piece goes to this plate, just like a real hitch. But what I did on mine is to lower it for the trailer so that the trailer would sit right. See? Much better. So that the trailer would fit right, I made a plate. And then, so now that lowers, and this is stuff that guys do on the real ones too. So now my little plate here holds my trailer properly at the proper height, and I don't have any issues. And some of the guys were complaining out there that this doesn't lock down. You have this little piece here. You have to file it a little bit so it has a sharp edge, and then it will lock in and won't open. Okay, then you can use this style. So that's the issue with some of these, is that when they come from the factory, this little piece here on the inside is rounded, and you can unscrew it and file it down, give it a sharp edge, and then it'll lock in place, and you won't have any issues with your hitch opening on you. Okay, so just a couple little tips. Some